Okay, so today I will be talking about my Healthy Relationships 2020 Big Brother Big Sister program. My target is young individuals, so students who are in elementary through high school. And then over here I have included my table of contents, my tasks 1 through 15, showing which page number you can find the task on. And then going from there, we will go to the next page. My task one is my personal health interest reflection. So my overall summary is here are a few health topics I'm interested about and why they interest me. Um, I will discuss how I am passionate about and then why I chose the career path I'm on now. And then how I can impact students' lives and what I plan to gain. So I've included who I'm passionate about, and then being in college has truly showed me what I'm passionate about. And then I included that I look forward to making an impact on my students' lives by giving knowledge on success, setting goals, acquiring consistency, creating a healthy mindset in students, treating others the way you want to be treated. Now, to me, that's an important part of being a teacher because I think teaching students that type of quote or mindset will follow them out through adulthood because you want students to be treated the way that they want them to treat you. And then following that, I want to be a friend to my students so they know they can have someone to talk to. And then I've also included why this course will help value my future and benefit me because it allows me to promote healthy lifestyles while enhancing responsibility choices in the process. And then I have included if I were an influencer to push me to make more positive choices, I think my habits now have been even better. So I included the things I can gain from this course. And then I've included what I plan to gain from this course slash future goals, knowledge about my profession, educational tips, communication skills for my future involving students, components relating to school and community health, regulations about school and health in the schools, design beneficial instructions, the ability to create a name for myself. And then continuing on, I've included task 2, which is an annotated bibliography, and then I've included 11 resources that are relevant to healthy relationships. Um, and then I included that obtaining a healthy relationship is a vital healthy topic that needs to be focused on in a school setting. Having a healthy relationship in adolescence allows for the healthy relationships to become a habit to carry into the future. So, with that being said, I think that if you teach healthy relationships early on, they will carry out into the future, which is very important for young students because if you create this type of mindset early on, it shows them that having unhealthy relationships just isn't even a factor that should be allowed. And then I've included my 11 resources. Okay. And then for task 3 is a literature review. So in task 3, I created a literature review using my task 2 as a guideline to help. My task includes informational slash statistical data relating to healthy relationships. This task also allows for discussion why healthy relationships are beneficial to society. So for my introduction paragraph, I started out with a little bit about myself. So I started saying by how growing up healthy relationship has always been a vital part of my life. Many individuals lack having a support system to encourage healthy relationships rather than disregarding the unhealthy. When I was younger, my parents strongly encouraged to find healthy relationships and surround yourself with people that bring positive energy. I believe if we have more health-related topics towards healthy relationships, more teens would understand all the beneficial aspects. So, as being a health and physical education teacher, I can be a positive, healthy relationship on my students. And then seeing that my students will see all the benefits of having healthy relationships, will want them to have healthy relationships in other areas of their life. Okay. And then task 4 is my needs assessment. Task 4, I created a needs assessment outline that describes and documents the health status issues my project will address and the target population my program serves. The purpose of this task is to help the audience understand the purpose of the project. So I started with the health status, which is introducing the health issue. And the health issue is healthy relationships are typically an issue that affects young individuals. There are many issues when individuals lack healthy relationships. For example, when relationships are negative, it affects your mental health and overall well-being. If research on healthy relationships were studied more and brought into the classroom, the likelihood of knowledge relating to healthy issues would be beneficial to many students/individuals. How does healthy relationships affect the target population? Healthy relationships affect the target population by introducing healthy social, emotional, and most importantly, relationship skills. Schools need to include preventing dating abuse, and they can use this by also promoting healthy relationships in the school and community. So for this aspect, my program would be allowed into the school, and with my program, we would do things such as assemblies to show healthy relationships about why they're beneficial and why students should be involved in healthy relationships rather than unhealthy. So I can include papers to hand out to the students. I can include information to the teachers to look at um, ways to see unhealthy relationships and how they can report them in a safe and healthy manner. And then, but the thing is I need to make sure if I am doing assemblies, I need to make sure students are safe and not uncomfortable during the discussion. And then I did my qualitative assessment, which is how healthy relationships may involve things such as observing complex interactions with each other. But the only thing is, if I do something like a qualitative assessment, I need to make sure that it will be 100% accurate and then less legitimate versus quantitative ones. So the use of quantitative assessments is a lot more beneficial than a qualitative because you can get good statistics and then you can solve the level of assessment and what you need to improve on. Okay. And then I also included this image to show what healthy, unhealthy, and abusive relationships look for. So for, like I said before, you could give something like this to a teacher to see if students are acting this way in their relationship to know signs that are negative. And then you can also help the student come up with ways to increase an unhealthy relationship to a healthy relationship. Okay, for my task 5 is my measurement, measures, instruments, and sampling chart. So this task I will be describing sampling, measurements, and instruments that might be used. Each component I will describe and include references that will benefit my project, which is Healthy Relationships 2020, Big Brother, Big Sister. For the sampling portion, I will include who will be employed and who will be recruited. For measurements, I will define what is going to be measured. For the instrument portion, I will collect how I will be retrieving information. So for the sampling, I included school-age children, preferably older individuals, 8th to 12th grade, due to having the need to be in a relationship or past relationship experience. I will need parents. Parents typically need to know a little about their child's relationship to know whether or not it's healthy. Teachers will need to be sources of giving information. Counselors act as a support system and give reliable information. My measurements will consist of high school students are going to be my main source of information. I can get the information mainly by an anonymous questionnaire. So using the anonymous questionnaire, I can collect data by doing a school-wide email to see who responds to the email. Another way I can gather information is during a school assembly. By handing out paper with information on a survey they can complete at a later time. For my instruments, my students are going to be my biggest instrument of how I'm going to get the information. So I'm going to do paper surveys in class, classroom lesson plans, and then another instrument will be my parents. I can send emails and brochures, and then teachers will include it in the curriculum. Also, teachers need to be aware of what to look for in unhealthy relationships, so if they see it, they can report it. I can also link this to more than just unhealthy relationships. I can throw some other questions and they're related to stress and emotional health to try and not overload students on one certain topic that can be difficult to answer. And then for my data, I listed quantitative and qualitative as how I will evaluate. For my task 6, which is my mission statement, goals, and objectives. My overall summary is this task will describe my clear mission statement, include my long-term goals of the program, then finally I will discuss my objectives. So, most importantly, my mission statement is Healthy Relationships 2020 strives to identify healthy relationship as a priority to help assist in young adolescents' decisions, increase public awareness to understand key factors for healthy relationships, overall well-being, mental health, and physical emotions. I will provide measurable goals for students/individuals to improve unhealthy relationships. And then I will provide guidelines and steps to take, providing research and ways to evaluate. My goals are very broad to a national and local goal. So national, I will create a worldwide goal to help prevent unhealthy relationships. And then I will create a social media account to post positive tips on healthy relationships. My local goal, I will reduce the amount of unhealthy relationships in the community and create a website to help individuals create healthy relationships. My objectives will be by 2021, the program will be well known and increase in number of followers and participants. The volunteers, I will give 3 different individuals 2 free counseling sessions with their significant other to improve their relationships. And then my outcome objective is by the year of 2022, unhealthy relationships will be a thing of the past. Everyone will know the benefits of healthy relationships, and research for unhealthy relationships will decrease by at least 50% for Indiana, PA, which is where I will be getting the statistics from. My task number 7, I will be describing the program framework. So this will be including a description of who the priority population is, what theory is going to be used, and how the theory constructs. My theory is healthy relationships have shown an improvement on an overall individual's well-being. So I stated that healthy relationships need to be a topic of interest for middle school and high school age students. This needs to be taught for this age group to start a learning platform to continue through adulthood. So I stated that because I think that for middle school students, that when students are starting to get involved in more relationships, so if we start teaching healthy relationships, then it can carry out through adulthood. And then I stated that this theory can be used as a general guideline because once research is proven, then students will believe the theory. The intervention can draw individuals' attentions to better their unhealthy relationships. Once students realize there can be a change in their relationship for the better, they will take the opportunity. And then healthy relationships improve an individual's overall well-being. This is key point of my theory due to the fact of having a positive well-being improves overall health in many aspects. And then I've included this picture of healthy versus unhealthy relationships.